Hi guys, I'm Abby. Today we're going to be doing a control class. So I have a couple of props that I'm using here at home. Of course, I have my mat. I also have some light hand weights. You can get creative with that using cans, bottles of soap, whatever works for you. I also have a bosu, but today I'm just going to be using my bosu in the same way that you could use something like a stepping stool or a low ottoman. You could also use a couch and just place the forearms there or your feet on top of that low surface of your couch. The other things I have, because I'm working on a hardwood surface, I'm going to be using some pillows, but just the outer portion, the pillowcase, or we'll see how that goes. That seems to be the slipperiest option, and a little less slippery are these washcloths that I have. So if you are on carpet, a nice way to get the same effect is to use paper plates. So if you have any of those lying around, grab those, get them ready. The one last thing, this is optional just for a little extra inner thigh challenge, but don't worry, I can cue you to get this another way, is to have a nice small pillow, or you could roll up a towel. So get those things going and let's get moving. So as we start this workout, I want you to start tuning into your body. And of course, you can modify as needed throughout the workout, even if I don't give you a modification. So I'm gonna just move my bosu out of the way and hug the knees in, nice wide elbows so you can see me a little better. I'll face you. And now sit up tall. Inhale here. Exhale, round your spine. Again, inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, round your spine. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, round your spine. We'll do this one more time. Want to feel you grow taller when you inhale. Exhale, keep that length as you round back. Now look at your abs. Belly button is in, and we're just gonna inhale into our chest and exhale, belly button to spine. Round a little bit more. Again, inhale into your chest, keeping that belly button hugging in. And exhale, that belly button just goes even deeper. Shoulders are relaxed. I like my elbows wide, but they could come in more narrow if you like. 2 more breaths here. And inhale. And exhale, that belly button goes in. You separate your feet hip width apart and arms reach forward. Continue with the tuck of your pelvis and just follow with the spine, lowering down nice and slow, bone by bone, trying to resist that thudding at the bottom. Woo! And now we'll start warming up. Maybe that roll down will be a little bit better as we get going. So from here, legs are in tabletop, one leg at a time. Neutral spine today. You can fit a hand underneath the small of the back maybe, or you can imagine you can. And arms are at your sides. Toe taps. You're gonna tap one toe down. Exhale, bring it back up. Keep that 90-degree angle in your knees at all times. We're warming up our low abs, targeting this area right here. 2 more. And double leg. Exhale, lift. Shoulders are back and down. Collarbones wide, throat relaxed. Last 3. 2. And 1. And legs to tabletop. Hands behind your head. Curl up the head, neck, and chest. This is a progression. You could stay where you were before. And now toe taps. Here we get to watch our abs. Watch that belly button stay hugging in deeply. Adding on, lower the legs, lower your head, and crunch up for 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug your knees in. Quick breathe. Roll out your ankles here. Reverse. And reverse. One more reverse. And now let your left leg go long. We're hugging just the right knee in for a stretch. Trying to reach our left ankle for the floor and reaching that leg away from you so you really open the hip here. Now let's practice our correct single leg stretch hands. So outside, hand to our ankle, inside, hand to our knee. And now switch. Outside hand to the ankle, inside hand to the knee. Stretching that right leg away from you. Abs are already in. You can keep the head down or curl the head, neck, and chest up. Lift that right leg slightly. Abs in, tailbone down. Woo, that's a different feeling there. Tabletop with that left leg and switch. And switch. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Last 2, 2, 1. 1. Double leg stretch. You can lower the head if you need to. If you want just a break and then curl it back up, here we go. You can keep the head down if you need. Everything reaches long. Arms circle, knees just bend straight in. 5. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. Inhale, reach. Exhale, circle. 2, 1. And hug your knees in. Relax it down. We'll come back to the rest of that series of 5, but lower your feet to the floor and we're bridging. So modify as you need. You can always do a hinge bridge instead. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up the tailbone first, curling it under, imprinting the rest of the spine. And then bone by bone, we're peeling the spine off the mat, lengthening our knees away from our shoulders. And then we stay in this beautiful bridge position with our weight between our shoulders. Make this a little harder if you want and lift your arms just to a hover or up to the sky. Whatever feels best for you today. Inhale to prepare here. And on your exhale, relax your throat. Soften your sternum. Lower rib by rib, bone by bone, all the way into your mat. Tailbone is the last thing to hit. And again, inhale to prepare. Exhale, curl that tailbone under, imprint the spine, lift up bone by bone. Hold at the top. Keeping the arms hovering, lift it to the sky or pressing into the mat. Now we're gonna lower our hips and lift an inch. Up an inch or down an inch. Squeezing the glutes and still energetically reaching across the room. Imagining there's light shining through your kneecaps. 5, abs in, right? 4, breathing, right? 3, 2, 1, lift up. Lift your heels, arms overhead. Inhale here, find length, and exhale, melt your spine down, bone by bone by bone. Awesome. Hug those knees into your chest. Straighten the legs up. A modification is to bend your knees slightly. Pilates V with the feet. Arms at your sides, or lift the head, neck, and chest. Hands behind your head. And we lower. And lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Now, we don't want the back to lift off the mat. That's going to cause us some back pain. So, keep the back pressing down or in your neutral. And 3, 2, 1, and slow crisscross. Twist your right knee as your left leg extends and twist further, further, further for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Center and left side twist. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2. Now 8 fast. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower down. You can rock side to side. You can set your feet on the floor and let your knees fall side to side. We're getting ready to transition here. Catch your breath. And one more ab exercise before we transition. So our classic hundreds. Now when you were doing your double leg lower and lifts, depending on how that felt, you may have found a good spot to keep your legs at if you're going to work in a legs extended position. Otherwise, knees can be bent, or knees can be bent and feet can be on the floor. Up to you. I'm going to do a nice intermediate option today. So, legs are going to start in tabletop for me. Head can stay down if you want. I'm going to lift the head, neck, and chest up and start my pumping. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now watch, inhale. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now watch, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold here. Lift up higher, higher, higher. And lower down. Rest. Nice work. All right, we'll roll onto our sides here for some back of the body work. We really want to keep the back of the body just as strong as the front of the body, right? So, head on the floor here, hips pressing down, abs in. Just lift those hands to a hover right under your shoulders. Elbows lifted too. And now inhale as abs are in and they lift you up. Legs press down. Hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower. Inhale, lift back up. And lift your legs. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower it all down. Now we lift it all up. Inhale to lift. Lengthen those legs. And now straighten your arms forward. Bend your elbows back. And straighten. And bend. You're looking at the floor still. Not craning the back of the neck. Keep that back of the neck long. 3, 2, and 1. Hold those arms out straight. Swimming. Pat the water in front of you and flutter kick behind you. And lift up higher. 5, 4, abs in. 3, 2, and 1. Hands go forward and rest your forehead on your hands here. All right, now just right hand on the floor, forehead on that right hand. I'm going to face you, but this is your positioning here. So I'm going to reach back for my left foot, pulling it in for a nice quad stretch. But my abs are still in, my hips are pressing down. I'm not arching my back at all. Pulling that foot closer to my glute, but keeping my knees narrow, close to my midline. And now I can lift my knee more, pull that knee in, or foot in closer, and breathe for 4, 3, 2, hold your foot here, but let your hand go. Hold it, hold it, hold it as close as you can. And 3, 2, 1, straighten your leg out, keeping the knee lifted. Other hand, left hand on the floor, resting your forehead down there like that. I'm still gonna face you. Reach back right arm for your right foot. Pulling in for a quad stretch. Breathing into it, hips pressing down, tailbone feeling long. Now lift that knee slightly. You can even press your hand press your foot into your hand. There it is. And feel an even deeper stretch there when you're lifting that knee. 3, 2, hold that foot there, let go with your hand. Hold it, lift it. And now straighten that leg, keeping your knee lifted. All right. Okay, elbows to the floor. We're gonna slightly lift up the upper body. Okay, but my abs are in. For me, I find this to be my working position. If you can't tell, my pubic bone is pressed into the mat still. And my legs are hip-width apart for my single leg kick. The idea with this is to control the upper body and keep it nice and still. So I'm pulling my elbows towards my ribs, and I feel like I'm trying to squeeze my armpits as if I have paper towels or newspaper or something underneath my armpit here. Now, I'll kick with a flexed foot, point my foot, lower that leg down, knee staying lifted until the very last moment. And now the other side, flex, kick, and lower down. Flex, kick, and lower down. Flex, kick, lower. Lots of coordination here. See if you can get that leg in as close as it was in your stretch. 5 and 4. Abs in and lifted. 3, 2, 1. And done. Curl your toes under. Find a child's pose. And then walk up to a quadruped position here. So hands are right under your shoulders, knees are right under your hips. Reach your right arm forward, keeping your shoulders squared off to the floor. Breathe here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and set that arm down. And left arm reaches. And 2, and 1, set that arm down. Left leg, reach. Hips are squared off to the floor. Both hands have weight in them. It's not just in one side. And set it down. And other side, lift and reach. Abs are in. And lower down. Right arm, left leg. Reach at the same time. Woo, balance. Nice. 3, 2, 2, 2, and 1. And reset, other side, reach. Abs in, don't arch in that low back, no back pain today. And 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1, and done. Back to your child's pose. Awesome work. Okay, we're gonna transition to standing. So I'm gonna adjust my camera here and grab your slippery prop, whatever that is, paper plate, pillowcase. We just need one at this time. So we're gonna start with some lunges. All right. So I've got my slippery surface. I'm gonna try out this pillowcase and folding it up. And then I have my light weights. Great, so Fortunately, you're just gonna be watching my legs. That's the most important part here. So, let's see. We'll actually not do this folded. We'll try that out instead. Okay, so I'm gonna start with my feet parallel like I'm about to do a squat. And instead, shift my weight into my left foot and slide that right leg back, back, back. And slide it back in. So that back leg staying straight as I bend and lift my arms and pull back in. Nice. Feel like you're squeezing inner thighs to bring that leg back in. 3 more. And 1, hold it here. And now bend your back knee and pull that slippery foot in and press back out, staying as low as you can. Woo! 3, 2, 1, back and hold. Now you're gonna come up an inch, back down an inch. So you're gliding that slider out 1 inch and back in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to your knees and find a nice hip flexor stretch. All right, we'll get ready for the other side. Come on back up. Other side takes that pillowcase or paper plate, or maybe you have gliders at home. And we'll start feet parallel. This time, arms are gonna go straight forward. So straight arms, straight back leg from the I'm doing my left. Bend into that right knee and come back up. And bend and straighten. Make sure front knee is not going over your big toes. Woo, it's a balance exercise too, for sure. Abs are in. 2 more times. Squeeze as you come up. And back and hold. All right, now bend that knee in and straighten. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Out and hold. Little pulses up and down, dragging that back toe back an inch and in an inch. 5, 4, 3, 2, go all the way down and press into your hip flexor stretch. Well deserved. Okay, so my mat's out of the way. I'm gonna grab my other slippery item. And I'm coming to my bosu because I have it, so why not? But this could be a great option as well, just to have a little bit of a lift. Plus, if you're dealing with any shoulder issues, the bosu might be a little too unstable for your shoulders right now, and you might want to be a little more careful and stay on something more stable. All right, so I'm coming to this bosu, and I'm gonna start with my knees on the ground. You can always grab your pillow too if you're sensitive on your knees like this on a hard surface. And mat out of the way. Whew. Boy, oh boy. All right, here we go. I think we're all set up. Elbows onto your surface, your lifted surface. And now first, just press those feet back to find a plank. Abs are in. Your whole body's active. From your toes to the crown of the head. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees in and rest. Okay, try this. All right, next one. I'm gonna do a little more movement. So, elbows down, shoulders over those elbows. Lift your knees, press your legs out, and bend one knee in and straighten. Bend it in and straighten. Trying to keep your hips low. Another option You could be up on your hands here. 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest it down. Oh, we've got some ants in our basement here. That's what that was. Lovely. Okay. And here we go. I'm going to stay on my hands. That's feeling pretty good today. All right. Hands on that bosu or surface or elbows. Up to you. And out to your plank. Open your feet. Close. Open and close. If this is too much, you can always open one foot, bring it back in. And switch. And switch. And switch. Nice work. And try not to be like me and check your feet the whole time. Keep your neck long. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring it in. Awesome work. Okay, one more thing here. All right, you can change your positioning if you want to just change it up. Whew, I'm getting tongue-tied. That's how you know it's a good workout. All right, so I might switch it up here. I'm gonna press out to my plank. Bend my knees in and straighten that out. Bend in and straighten. Just 4 more. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Beautiful. Okay, get rid of those fun makeshift gliders. Reset with your mat. And we're gonna start in our sideline position here. So I've got my back up against the back edge of the mat. My legs reach forward. I'm gonna keep my bottom leg straight and pressing into the floor, but a modification is to bend your knee in. From here, I'm lifting my abs up. My shoulders are stacked, my hips are stacked. I'm gonna lift that top leg and lower down, keeping my feet parallel. So if you're getting up this high, you are not parallel, because our hips don't lift that high if you're staying parallel through your hip socket. So check your toes and knees are pointing straight ahead of you, and your hips are stacked. You can keep a hand on your hip if you want. That's also gonna keep you from crunching the hip closer to your ribs, right? Low abs are in to support. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Up and hold. Now bend your knee in, straighten out. Bend in, straighten out. Keep pressing your bottom leg into the floor. If you're not comfortable here, you can lay your head on your bicep. To make it more difficult, you can come up onto your elbow and balance here. Totally up to you. 4, 3, 2, stay parallel. Straighten that leg out in front of you. Your foot is gonna make the shape my hand is making. So I'm gonna start forward and slightly up. Now, my foot will go down behind my tailbone and up, drawing a U shape towards the ceiling. All right, so I'm gonna go down, back, and up, down, forward, and up. Down, back, and up, down, forward, and up. Low abs are in. Again, you could keep that hand on your hip to make sure that you're doing this with your muscles and not by just moving your spine and your bones around, right? Does that make sense? If it doesn't, leave me a comment. I'll explain that more. 3 more. 2. Last one. And external rotation. We're gonna kick the leg up, bend your knee down, and straighten out. This is your développé. Try not to use momentum. Pull that leg up, and lower down. And 3, 2, 1. Woo! Bend in, straighten up, lower down. Bend in, straighten up. Feel like you're squeezing as you lower so you get length through that leg. Did it well with my arm, not with my leg that last time. 2 more. And hold your leg out low, pointed foot, tiny circles. Bottom leg is pressed into the floor. These are like golf ball size circles. Oh, reverse. 4, 3, we're not done yet. External or internal rotation now. Kick up and down. Check that hip. Small range of motion. Whew. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knees in, heels squeeze together here. They're right in line with your tailbone. Abs are still in, hips stacked. Hand to that hip and lift your top knee. Squeeze your heels as you lower down for 8. Clamshells. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're done. Give that booty a little whack here. And then we'll lie on our backs, taking a figure 4 stretch and grabbing our small pillow or rolled up towel or blanket. Enjoy that stretch. Take another stretch or 2 if you need it. And place that pillow between your knees. Feet come hip width apart or even closer. Think like 2 inches, maybe 3. Arms press into the mat. Inhale and squeeze that pillow. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under, lifting up to your bridge. Keep squeezing the pillow as you lower down. We'll do that 3 more times. Lift up and lower down. Abs are still engaged. Feel your ribs knit together. This time up and hold. Squeeze that pillow hard, holding your squeeze here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down, 2, 3, 4. Inhale to prepare, exhale, lift up bone by bone. And now 8 squeezes. Squeeze the pillow and release. Squeeze, release. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the squeeze again. Nice, tight, hard squeeze for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Melt it down. Arms could be hovering for all of this or up to the sky, up to you. Last one, inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up bone by bone. Holding here. We'll start with a hip dip with a squeeze lift. Hip dip, squeeze lift. Squeezing the pillow as well as your glutes now for inner thigh work. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold that squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, pulse squeezes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift your heels. Lower that spine down. Nice free massage. Setting up for your other side. And lying on your side. I'm on my right now. And my left leg is top. Press my right leg into the floor. My tailbone and my upper back are all along the back edge of my mat, hips and shoulders stacked. And, goodness gracious, what did we start with? Parallel, lift and lower. Again, checking, making sure your toe and your knee are pointing straight ahead because you can't go up that high if you're in a true parallel. We want to work specific muscles in our hip and glute. So nice, strong, supported hips and glutes. support your back, your posture, any walking, running, other exercise you do. 2 more. And lift and lower. Bend it in, press out. Bend it in, press out. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Now stay parallel. We'll draw that U. So start forward and up. Now you're gonna send the leg back and down and keep going back and up. Now down and forward and up. Back, down, and up. This one's so good. Again, try not to use momentum here. Try to feel more than anything. Keep the upper body steady. Last 2. And 1. External rotation. Okay, we kick up, bend the knee, and straighten out low. Kick up, bend the knee, and straighten out low. Kick up, bend, and lower. Kick up, bend, and lower. Last one, and then we reverse. Bend in, straighten up, lower down, feeling like you're squeezing that pillow in your bridge. 2, 1. Hold that leg at a hover. Little circles. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Reverse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Internal rotation. Tiny lift and lower. Lift and lower. And 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend your knees in. Squeeze those heels together. Hand on your hip. Lift, lower, and lift, and lower. Squeezing, especially as you lower down. Low abs in. Ribs connected still. Talking to me. And 3, 2, 1. And go onto your back. Figure 4 stretch. Breathe into this stretch here. And release. Feet come together. Arms long at your sides. We're bridging one more time. Hinge or tuck the tailbone under and lift up bone by bone. Remember, your feet are together, so your knees should be together. Squeeze those knees together here. And inhale to prepare. Exhale, lower down. Keep your knees together. It might be harder than it sounds. And again, inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up bone by bone. Now squeeze your knees together. Lift your right leg. Hips are still high, especially that right hip. It's going to want to fall. And here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Put the foot down, stay up. Squeeze those knees together, left leg reaches. Settle into your bridge, hips lifted for 8, 7, 6, 5. Squeeze the knees, 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that foot down. Lift your heels. Hips lifted, inhale the arms overhead. Exhale, melt your spine down, bone by bone. Ooh, cramp for me, which is perfect. We're gonna finish off with a little ab exercise, doing our single leg stretch. So, starting off with a stretch for
this right leg for me. Oh, flex and point the foot. Whew, whack out the hamstring if you've got a cramp happening. And release. Whew. Other side. Pull it in, point and flex. Head can stay down just like in the rest of the series of 5. All right, back to that right leg. Left leg goes out long. And lift the head, neck, and chest if you'd like. Think of hugging your midline. The legs will brush past each other. And we switch, pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Pull, pull, and switch. Play with flexed feet now. Flex, flex, switch. Little different, huh? Sure is for me. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hug your knees in, lower down. All right, come up however you feel comfortable. And from here, we'll find our feet hip width apart, but a little wider, thinking of that outer edge of the hip. Flexed feet. Imaginary beach ball in front of you. Arms long, shoulders back and down, spine stretch. Flexed feet as we reach over that beach ball. And stack your spine. Imagining you're up against a wall and you're peeling your head off the wall, and bone by bone, peeling the spine off the wall. Exhale, come back up. And last time, we're gonna go all the way into this spine stretch. And then reach for the feet, getting the hamstrings a little stretched too. And sit up bone by bone. Come to a side seated position if this is available to you. If not, you can have your legs out straight or sit cross-legged. And from here, we'll do our mermaid stretch. So I'm going to reach for my outside ankle and go up and over. You can look slightly towards that top hand or just look straight ahead. And inhale, come back up. One more time. Inhale, reach, abs in. If twisting is okay for your spine, then you're gonna twist that hand towards your knee, staying there for a few breaths. Abs still in. On your exhale, abs in. Untwist, and then come down up. If you did this seated position, you're gonna reverse it. Try to sit on both those hip bones, moving any extra love out of the way. And now, grow tall first. Inhale, and reach for that outside ankle. Hands could also be here if you prefer. And back up. Inhale, reach. And exhale, back up. If twisting is right for you, here we go. So first we inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. On an exhale, untwist, then come all the way up, and we'll find a cross-legged position. Or if it's available to you, you could also cross like so. And then we'll find a forward stretch, just a light stretch, a light rounding. So you'll feel it a little bit more in the hips if you're in that first position I showed you. If you're cross-legged, you'll feel it a little bit more in the back, in your SI joint. Still a little in the hips. Wherever you are, inhale there, exhale, stack your spine. Reverse how you're seated, and again, round forward. And stack your spine. All right, we're almost done here. I'm gonna finish off with your push-up. So we'll do the Pilates version. So we'll start at the edge of our mats. And standing tall here, inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Now, lowering your body by walking your hands out. Keep your legs straight or slightly bent. Walk out. 1, 2, 3. And here we are for a push-up. I've been working on my tricep push-ups, which are harder for me, so I'm gonna lower my knees. Give me 3 push-ups. 1, 2, 3. If you lowered your knees, lift those knees, walk your hands back. 1, 2, 3. Stack your spine. We'll do that 2 more times. Dive forward and walk forward. 1, 2, 3. And your push-ups, whatever you're choosing today. 3 of them. 2, 1. And walk it back. Abs in as you're walking back. And stack your spine. Last time, make it count. Dive it forward. Walk your hands out. 1, 2, 3. And take whatever your push-ups are. 1, whoop. I tried. Knees had to go down. 2, 3. Oh, woo. And lift those knees. Walk your feet to your hands. And find your forward fold. Hold your elbows, nod your head yes. And no. And you can sway the upper body side to side if you'd like. Let everything run out of steam. Bend your knees slightly. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, lift up. Bone by bone by bone. All the way to the top there. Stay standing. I'm just going to sit so you can see me. Grow taller and inhale your arms up. Exhale, press down. One more time. Inhale, ribs are connected. Exhale, grow taller as you press those arms down. One more time. And inhale. And exhale. And you are all done. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this workout. Lots of experimenting. Let me know what props you used in the comments if you feel like it. And any questions or requests for future workouts, of course, you can always leave in your comments as well. Drink some water, take some extra stretches today, and I hope to see you again soon.